Okay, I think that's what it was. Okay, I think that's what it was. Yeah, we straight. Try a different mic. And again, we talking through the damn controller. Try a different mic. And again, we talking through the damn controller. Horrible. Atrocious. See how this sound. See how this sound. It sound like it's too high though. I think this straight right here. Check it, check it. Alright, I think I should be good now. I think this is it. This is it.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Amir King Khan, 63 kilos even. That's what he weighed in at, 174 centimeters tall, with a reach of 180. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 6 foot tall, with a weight of 160 pounds. His reach is 72 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Amir. It's Jaime Munguia. When your hometown is Tijuana, Mexico, you're gonna be a problem. The knockout machine looks for another victim here in this one.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the hard-hitting knockout artist and a super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when... After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. caught him with a stiff jab. A perfect counter lands. So much firepower here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They're elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Here's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Swing.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. Do you believe what we are seeing? This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. And there's the bell to start round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Just missed with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score.
We're gonna work behind it. We ain't committing to none of the hooks.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They better start respecting each other's punching power. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Right? It's only one round that you've lost.
No, you're still landing your power shots. But look, don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Time for the fifth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Jab does not score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blade.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. From this moment forward, there's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Punch, counter punch. That jab doesn't score. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I told you. It's insane. That's what it is. I go too. Insane how desperate he is.
So time to go.
Sick about that.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Jaime Munguia, 183 centimeters tall, with a reach of an identical 183 centimeters. And the man he'll be facing, Sergio Maravilla Martinez, 66 kilos on the button. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185.
Todd, this is well anticipated.
You know what it is.
Here comes Jaime Munguia, very intimidating, fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico, rarely takes a step back. Sergio Maravilla Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, has traveled the world over to ply his trade.
It'll be ding-ding from first they're off.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about.
Got flat kind of scrape. Lead a blood type.
And we're off and running between these 2 really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook.
Fight you, bro.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look at the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I'm fighting. I gotta let him come first. I got too fast.
Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter lands. Do you believe what we are seeing? Counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. What would you... On to the second round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Well done with that counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice exchange here from both men. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, he is... The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Jab slightly off target. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sergio Martinez is dazed. But somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. And a round that's... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. And the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. The courage on display. Hold it right there. Sergio Martinez is rocked. The Argentine, Martinez, is down.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
1, 2, 3, 4. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath. I need to get back out there.
Time for the 5th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That one will count. How about that time counter shot? don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, and you've got to be confident.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia. There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Jab, you gonna get hit.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. And Jaime Munguia just got rocked.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have...
And down goes Jaime Munguia.
What a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. What a huge... Round 7, here we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They miss with the jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws. Oh, right there! Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting. And you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Good work. You stay focused, put it in back, and then go again. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. They exchange punches. He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Another win. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 6 foot tall with a weight of 160 pounds. His reach is 72 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of the...
All the seats have... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Jab misses. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch scores. Miss with that jab. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't score with that hook again. Miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage.
Now listen to me.
Here we go for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punchers, my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Can't find a home for that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice defense on that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Good right hand. Jab misses. Misses. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem... Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame overboard.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that belt. Here's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Swing and a miss with the jab. you hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice defense on that hook. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. To the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Believe what we're seeing. Final 10 seconds here. But wait a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up.
I've been trying to practice some other shit.
And there's the bell for round 7. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Perfect counter shot. It's always fascinating to watch 2 good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about this.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to, though?
5, 6, 7.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Solid punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. That's another scoring shot. That counter punch. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
It's never a punch.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went in complete shiver. Did you see that, Tom?
What are you doing?
Round 8, and we're off again.
Yeah.
Serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas.
Beautiful sneaky shot to take his legs away from...
The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we continue.
Going for another one. I'm going for another one.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think we hold that thought. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twig?
The recipe. The recipe. The recipe. The recipe. Fucking recipe. And scream like that.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp.
Yeah, and scream like that. Yeah. And scream like that. Pussy.
Some might have thought it was a...
Undefeated on screen, bitch. Like, share, subscribe, man, for the first video, man. Little content.